What's the date of birth? Got it. Thanks. This member is currently eligible for benefits and is assigned to main dental office. Sorry. Are you calling to... Sorry, I still did... Sorry, we seem to be having trouble. Okay. Do you need an ID card? Yes or no? So that I can get you to the right person as fast as possible, please tell me which of these you need help with. Eligibility, benefits, claims, find a dentist, or website assistance. You can also say, it's something else. So that I can get you to the right person as fast as possible, please tell me which of these you need help with. Eligibility. One moment while I try to connect you with someone who can help. To provide you with the best service, your call may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes. Please remain on the line. Your call is important to us and will be answered in the order in which it was received.
Hello, thank you for calling member service. My name is Ashley. May I have your name?
Actually, I'm trying to find out if there's somebody that works there for DentaQuest by the name of Noel Rodriguez.
Noel Rodriguez. Just a moment. Do you know how to spell their first name? Is it Noel?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I believe so. I believe someone works their name Noel, I believe.
And what does he do there?
I don't see. I mean, he doesn't work in my department, so I'm not sure. So I can't really say.
But does it say that someone there by the name of Noel Rodriguez works for DentaQuest?
Yes, I see his name. What about him?
So, what information does it have about that person?
I just see his name, and I can just message him. That's it.
Are you able to tell me who my case manager is?
May I have your name?
Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fouad. First name Omar, last name Fouad. Fouad.
Okay, thank you, Omar. Thank you for your information. Automatic system. Just a moment. No, I don't. We don't necessarily deal with the case managers. You usually do that with your health plan.
So there's no information there specifying that I have a case manager?
No, that would be with your health plan, not us. I could provide you the number to them if you need it.
What's their number?
Okay, just a moment. Okay, the number is whenever you're ready.
What is it?
1877 711 3662.
1-877-711-3662.
Yes, 3662. Okay. Did you have more questions? Need help? Anything else other than the case manager?
And then do the email that DentaQuest uses to correspond between each other, does it end with at greatdentalplans.com? What does it say?
I believe so.
Oh, all right. And you're sure of that?
I believe so. It depends. It depends on the department, so I can't really specify. But I believe it is at greatdentalplans.com. That sounds very familiar.
All right. What is Noel Rodriguez's email address?
Let me see. Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm still here. Okay, so I don't see his email. I can I can DM him, direct message him. Did you want me to give him your information? Are you trying to get in contact with him?
I'm trying to make sure that he even works for DentaQuest.
Yeah, he does. I see someone named Noel Rodriguez that works here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but is he a prosthodontist, or he's just a worker?
It doesn't say. I can only message him.
All right. And you said the number to get in contact with that department is 877-711-3662?
Yes, that's your health plan. It's 877-711-3662.
Could you transfer me to them?
Okay, just a moment. Okay. And did you need help with anything else other than the case manager before I get you over to them?
No.
Okay. Thank you for calling member service. Have a good day. I'm going to transfer you now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for calling the Florida Statewide Medicaid Managed Care Helpline. To speak with someone in English, please press 1 now. Para español, oprima 2 ahora. Levi Pascu. Pour créole, presse numéro 3 Kunia. To speak with someone in English, please press 1 now. If you are calling about your Medicaid eligibility status or you have lost Medicaid coverage, please hang up and call the Department of Children and Families at 1-866-762-2237, or if you obtained Medicaid from Social Security, please dial 1-800-772-1213. Otherwise, please remain on the line. Are you calling to help a family member or friend get information about their Medicaid coverage or change their health plan? If so, you will be asked to complete our updated designated authorized representative form before we can help you. This applies even if you have submitted other legal documents such as a power of attorney, guardianship, healthcare surrogate, or a prior version of the designation for authorized representative form. You can get a copy of this form at www.flsmmc.com. Please note this does not apply to parents calling on behalf of their minor child. Thank you for helping us ensure all Medicaid recipient healthcare information is protected and secure. Please note we must have your current address on file to process an enrollment or plan change, and that this office cannot process address changes. If you need to change your address, you may contact the Department of Children and Families by calling 1-866-762-2237. If you receive SSI benefits, your address must be changed through the Social Security Administration by calling 1-800-772-1213. You may also enroll online at www.flmedicaidmanagedcare.com. If you would like to speak with a customer service agent to assist you in obtaining health plan information and picking or changing your health plan, press 1. If you would like to know more about... Due to HIPAA privacy regulations, our enrollment specialists can only talk to state-approved individuals. If you believe you are an approved individual on the case and wish to use our automated system to pick, change your health plan, press 5. If you believe you are an approved individual on the case and wish to use our automated system to pick, change your dental plan, press 6. If you believe you are an approved individual on the case and wish to enroll or make a plan change, press 1 now. If you do not have a current Medicaid ID number, Gold Card number, or Social Security number, press 2. If you would like to use our automated system to obtain the phone number for the Agency for Healthcare Administration Medicaid helpline or your health plan, press 3. To use our automated system to confirm your open enrollment dates, verify the effective date of your enrollment or plan change, press 4. Thank you for calling the statewide Medicaid managed care helpline. My name is Lynette. Can I please have your full name?
May I ask who I'm speaking to?
Hello?
Yes, may I ask who I'm speaking to?
Hello? Yes, sir. I said my name is Lynette with the statewide Medicaid managed care helpline.
The phone is really staticky. Could you say that again?
Once again, my name is Lynette with the statewide Medicaid managed care helpline. I asked you your full name and telephone number.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise. I can barely understand what you're saying. What's your name?
My name is Lynette.
Gwinnett?
With an L. Lynette.
Lynette, my name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I'm trying to find out if there is someone by the name of Noel Rodriguez that works there at DentaQuest.
Oh, well, you're not calling into DentaQuest. You're calling in a choice counseling office. Do you need the number for DentaQuest so you can call the right number?
So I just called DentaQuest and they told me that that department that I would have to call to find that out is this number, this 877-711-3662.
If you need to make a plan change or enroll into a plan, that's what you need to call us for. You need to do any of those two?
No, but how do I find out if Noel Rodriguez works there?
What is the importance of you knowing if she works here or where she works at?
No, it's a male.
Or he or she?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if that individual works there or not. Are you able to tell me that information or no?
No, sir. We're not able to take that over the phone.
May I speak to a supervisor, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Do you got a case number or account number? That's the only way we can get you transferred over.
Yeah, may I speak to a supervisor, though?
Yes, sir. May I have your account number or case number so we can pull you up and we can get you over to the management staff?
I don't remember. My Humana member ID number is H08403701.
Okay, and just right underneath that is a Medicaid ID number that does not have letters. May I please have that number as well?
Oh, I have to look at it. It's in my phone. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, sir. You got the information, sir?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up my insurance card on my PDF files. It says Medicaid ID number 7710108971.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get you pulled up here 1 second, okay?
Mm-hmm. They hung up the phone. Wow. That's weird. And it's not even showing on my call log that I called him. Wow.
Thank you for calling the Florida Statewide Medicaid Managed Care Helpline. To speak with someone in English, please press 1 now. Para español, oprima 2 ahora. N'hésite pas. Pour créole, presse numéro. If you are calling about your Medicaid eligibility status or you have lost Medicaid coverage, please hang up and call the Department of Children and Families at 1-866-762-2237, or if you obtained Medicaid from Social Security, please dial 1-800-772-1213. Otherwise, please remain on the line. Are you calling to help a family member or friend get information about their Medicaid coverage? Please note we must have your current address on file to process an enrollment or plan. Due to HIPAA privacy regulations, our enrollment...
Welcome to the Statewide Medicaid Managed Care Helpline. My name is Stephen. Can I get your name?
Stephen, good afternoon, Stephen. This is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I'm trying to find out if there's an individual by the name of Noel Rodriguez that works there.
Sir, I couldn't give you that information.
May I speak to a supervisor, Stephen? I just called and asked to speak to a supervisor and they hung up the phone on me.
Okay, I'll try and transfer you on 1 moment.
Yes, is this Lynette?
No, this is Lena. I'm one of the supervisors here.
Lena, I just called. I asked to speak to a supervisor, and they hung up the phone on me. So, Lena, I'm trying to find out if Noel Rodriguez works there or not.
We don't have anyone by that name here.
Interesting. So I called DentaQuest, and they told me this is the number I would have to call to find out.
Okay. Who is Noel? Is she
Noel, it's a male. He called my phone. He's a male. He identified himself as Noel Rodriguez. And I can't find any information about him online specifying that he works for DentaQuest or he's some kind of professional in that type of field of work. The only information I can find online about a Noel Rodriguez is a prosthodontist in Jacksonville, Florida. And I asked him while I was on the phone with him, "Are you a prosthodontist?" And he said no. And he started laughing and said, "What a coincidence." So anyways, I'm trying to find out if this individual even works for DentaQuest. Is there a way to find out or not?
Have you contacted DentaQuest? Because we're not DentaQuest.
Yes, ma'am. They told me I'd have to call 877-711-3662 to find out that information because it's from my health plan.
Crazy. No, I don't know why they said that. If they work for DentaQuest, we would have to speak to them directly. They sent you back over here because they didn't want to. They didn't want to deal with it, I guess. But no, there's nothing on our end because we don't. Our employees don't make any outbound calls, and we don't have any employee by that name.
Okay, Lena, could you hold a second on the line? Let me call them on three-way to try to figure this out. Could you hold on, please?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Para español, marque 9. What's the date of birth? You'd like to speak with... Sorry, if you would like me to send a text to the phone number you're calling from, ending in 8586, say yes or press 1.
Representative?
Sorry, One moment while I try to connect you with someone who can help. To provide you with the best service, your call may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes.
Thank you for calling Member Services. My name is Sarah. Can I please have your name?
Good afternoon, Sarah. My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I'm trying to find out if Noel Rodriguez works there.
Noel Rodriguez. Would this be Health First or Dental? No, not Health First. Are you calling from Florida?
Yes.
Is this like a Medicaid caseworker, or is this like a caseworker through DentaQuest?
That's what I'm trying to find out, if the individual works at DentaQuest or not.
Okay. Thank you for using the automated system to verify the information. Do you have your member ID number?
Yes, my member ID number is H08403701.
H08403071.
H as in Halo, 08403-701.
Thank you. And Mr. Fraud, your date of birth?
December 14th, 1988. My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad, F-O-U-A-D.
Fuad, thank you. I always like to know how to pronounce new names. I've never seen that name. So this is going to be, well, let's see who she is. Hold on.
It's a male. He sounded like
It's a male, okay.
He sounded like a Latin male. He identified
Okay,
himself
here we
as
go.
Noel Rodriguez.
So did he contact you?
Yes.
He's member outreach and engagement consultant. So he is like a case manager. So you have like a specific medical need where you need a case manager?
Potentially, yes. I was trying to find out if that particular individual even works at DentaQuest.
Yes, they do.
They do? Okay. So what's the best number to get in contact with him?
I can't give you that information, unfortunately. Did they route a case for you under your daughter?
Under my daughter?
Yeah, you said something first. It was for, did you say you were calling for your daughter? I thought that's what you said.
No, ma'am. So is the best number to get in contact with that individual, is it the 305-894-8384 number?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct.
Thank you, because I can't give out information.
Is there a reason why this individual is in Miami-Dade, Florida?
Is there any individual why what?
Is there any particular reason why this individual is in Miami-Dade, Florida?
I don't know. I don't know where this person is located.
Because he has a Miami-Dade number. He has a Miami, Florida number. So I'm trying to figure out, is there a reason why they assigned a case manager who's in Miami, Florida?
Because you're in a different area? Is that what it is?
No, I'm trying to find out why they assigned a case manager that's in Miami, Florida, specifically.
I don't know if he's in Miami, Florida, to be honest. I don't know where he is. He would be somewhere in Florida, but I don't know if they might even travel. I honestly don't know that part.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm injured.
Are you having an issue?
I have several injuries due to police brutality, specifically an officer named Ronnie Rodriguez from the City of Miami Police Department, badge number 42511. He put me in a chokehold, and then he twisted my neck to the right, the fifth time I struggled to say I couldn't breathe. Then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto my left side. And then he tried to convince another officer to help him take me somewhere and beat the shit out of me some more. Specifically, a PRI officer arrived to that crime scene and said, "Why did you beat him up?" And then Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, started yelling at him and said, "Man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the shit out of him some more." And then the PRI officer, Leslie Diaz, badge number 40742, told him to take me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. But before PRI officer Leslie Diaz arrived, there was a supervisor named Sergeant Edwin Gomez who arrived to that crime scene after Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, pushed me in my chest 3 times. And I immediately put my hands in the air and said, "Sir, could you please just call your supervisor?" And he wasn't willing to call a supervisor. So I started recording him with my camera phone. And when I started recording him with my camera phone, that's when he called the supervisor. And he said, "You want me to call a supervisor for you? I'll call a supervisor for you." Like moving his head side to side like he was ready to fight me. When the supervisor arrived,
Oh my gosh,
who identified himself as Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364, I told his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, that Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, pushed me in my chest 3 times, and then he wasn't willing to call a supervisor. And he didn't call a supervisor until I started recording him with my camera phone. And when I told on him, the officer, Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, snuck up behind me, put me in a chokehold, twisted my neck to the right, the 5th time I struggled to say I couldn't breathe, while I was on my knees with my hands in the air, saying, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe." The fifth time I struggled to say I couldn't breathe, he twisted my neck to the right on purpose, intentionally attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto my left side. And he did that in front of Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364 from the City of Miami Police Department. And Gomez, badge number 2364, failed to intervene, and he didn't stop him. And there was also another officer who was already at that crime scene named Officer Albello. And that officer also failed to intervene to stop him. And I know that there was another officer at that crime scene already because there was 2 police vehicles there. One of the police vehicles was Officer Ronnie Rodriguez's, badge number 42511. And the other police vehicle was Officer Albello's. It was parked behind a silver Nissan Sentra. They were doing a traffic stop. But Officer Albello was nowhere in sight when Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, put me in a chokehold, twisted my neck to the right, and body slammed me onto my left side in front of Supervisor Sergeant Edwin Gomez. Now, Officer Albello and Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364, both failed to intervene. But I've had to file numerous complaints to be able to fully recover from the injuries that were caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, and to be able to obtain monetary relief from the case. I'm now suffering from neck injuries, back injuries, my hands and arms going numb, and my legs and my feet going numb because of the injuries to my neck. Now, I'm also battling gum disease because of this case, because of the amount of stress and mental anguish they put me through. And it caused me to smoke cigarettes because of the amount of stress that they caused me and the amount of reoccurring malicious harassment that they deceitfully continued to do so they wouldn't get in trouble. Every time I tried to obtain monetary relief from the case, every time I tried to go to the courthouse, every time I tried to obtain necessary documentation, any and every legal and medical affair I had to fulfill to be able to obtain monetary relief from the case, they maliciously harassed me. And they purposely did that so I would give up on complaining so they wouldn't get in trouble. Now, I'm having to get perio maintenance because I have gum disease because of this situation. And I've been having difficulties finding a dentist that I could go to in Tallahassee, Florida, because it's difficult for me to travel long distances in a vehicle because of my neck and my back injuries. And I haven't been able to find a dentist in Tallahassee, Florida specifically, as well as specialists that I need to go to for my neck injuries and back injuries in Tallahassee, Florida. Every specialist they've been telling me that's within the list, that's within the network of Humana, is 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 miles away. And that's approximately 160-mile round trip just to go to the specialist. And it's difficult for me to travel long distances because it makes my neck and my back hurt worse. And now, after I've complained and filed a grievance because of those things, I got a phone call from somebody who identified himself as Noel Rodriguez. And he said he's a case manager. So I'm trying to find out,
Right.
and he has a Miami number, a 305 number. So I'm trying to find out if this is being paid for by the police department and or
No, this would be under your dental Medicaid insurance. What's going to happen? I'm gonna guess there's going to be a lawsuit involved. Correct?
yes, there's a pending lawsuit currently.
Okay, so with that pending lawsuit, if that were to go in your favor, then Medicaid would have to be paid for dental services because it's part of a lawsuit. But if it doesn't go through, which I'm hoping it does, I hope it doesn't come to that. I'm hoping it does go through. Then it would just sit under Medicaid, and Medicaid would pay the bills. Does that make sense?
No, I'm confused
So
about
it's
that.
nothing that the police department is not, they have nothing to do with it. But in the long run, if you do, win that case, then Medicaid would have to be paid back. But your lawyer would go through all that with you.
So here's the thing. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. The Florida Department of Financial Services in Tallahassee, Florida, who are literally 10 minutes away from my house, they are responsible for paying out money to victims like myself when they're injured because of police brutality. Because they're a government municipality, and the police officers, they're represented by government employees. The city of Miami Attorney's Office and the government municipality umbrella that they're under. Now, when I got a phone call from Noel Rodriguez from Miami, who said he's a case manager, and he has the same last name as the officer who attempted to murder me, I was skeptical because I'm trying to find out, if they're once again deceitfully trying to provide me with medical care without taking the blame for it. Because I need medical care, I need quality preventative care and quality medical care, and I need monetary relief. And they've been hassling me a lot to be able to obtain those necessary living necessities.
Yeah, I am so sorry you went through that. That's not okay, ever.
And not just that. After I reported that case, they shut down the courthouse in Miami, and then they shut down the government and said it was a coronavirus pandemic, and everybody was on lockdown. And that was during the Trump administration.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and they're still doing the same exact thing. They're making it difficult for me to obtain monetary relief and fully recover from the injuries.
Right. Did you check? There should be another type of victims. There's a victims thing in every state, too, where you can apply for help.
Are you aware of
And that should
one?
be state. Let me see if I can find one. Hold on. Let me take a look here. In Florida, monetary relief for crime victims is primarily handled by the Attorney General's Crime Victim Compensation Program, which provides financial benefits for expenses like medical costs, lost wages, and relocation. Contact the Attorney General's office. File a claim. Did you do that yet?
I filed numerous complaints. I filed numerous claims, and nobody has given me monetary relief. I filed it with the Florida Attorney General. I filed it with the Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, the previous administrations, the current administration, the FBI, the CIA, the DEA, local law enforcement, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, the City of Miami Police Department, the Broward Sheriff's Office.
You're not getting anywhere?
No, even the state attorney's offices I filed it with, and you're
going to have to get a lawyer.
When I came to Tallahassee, I moved to Tallahassee for my safety, specifically from South Florida, because they kept maliciously harassing me. When I arrived here, I found an attorney named Gary Printy. He asked me to pay him money so he could help me. I gave him $1,500 cash, and then he scammed me and stole my $1,500. And he didn't even get me monetary relief.
Turn him into the bar.
I did.
Turn him into the state bar.
I
You
filed
can file a complaint.
That's exactly what I did. I filed a bar complaint against him.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a lawyer somehow. I don't know if you can get one that's going to, pay as you win lawyer. I don't know, but you're going to have to get. Another thing you can do is you could call Florida State Bar and get a listing of lawyers who recently graduated from the state of Florida, and sometimes they'll pick up cases for a low cost or no cost because they have to get cases under their belt. That's another thing you could do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pro bono
sometimes
attorney.
That's the best service you can get.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, sometimes those new lawyers are the best you can get because they're going to be thorough.
Yeah, I was told the same thing, and I was also given a list of pro bono attorneys to reach out to. I reached out to them; they wouldn't help me. I was also told to reach out to some new young hungry lawyers who, just like you said, would have to meet some requirements because of
you got to get the cases
right. So they could be a lawyer. They wouldn't help me either. I mean, I did every possible thing I could do, and now I'm traumatized because of this situation.
Call the news. When did this happen?
I did.
How long ago did this happen?
This happened 4 different.
Did the news air your story?
No, I this happened 4 different times. Twice in the city of Miami. The first time on August 7th, 2018 by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511. And then the police injured me again on March 27, 2019 in the city of Miami. 2 police officers named Officer Brown and Officer Brogdon from the city of Miami Police Department. And that's when they shut down the courthouse and the government. The second time it happened, and when I complained the second time at the courthouse, they shut down the courthouse and they shut down the government. They said it's a coronavirus pandemic. And then I moved from Miami and I moved to Broward, and then it happened again by a Fort Lauderdale police officer named Officer Manya Tacos. And then the fourth and last time it happened by 4 Broward sheriff's officers. Each one of those times, they made the injuries worse from the previous police brutality case. And after it happened the 4th time, I moved from Broward to Tallahassee, Florida for my safety. And I'm now legally incapacitated. I'm mentally, physically, and legally incapacitated. And I had to have my father, who I appointed as my guardian, to file a petition for adjudication of legal incapacitation on my behalf. And he has to he has to present the exhibits of evidence to a judge in federal court on my behalf because he's my petitioner. Because I'm traumatized from this case. I'm injured because of this case. My injuries are getting worse. They're not getting better. And I'm exhausted. And I can't continue to keep going to court because of my injuries and my illnesses. And
what if you find a lawyer in Georgia, like right on the state line? What if you try that approach?
They'd have to be able to practice in the state of Florida.
They'd have to have a license in Florida. Well, maybe there's somebody that is on the state line that has dual licenses and can help you, because it doesn't sound like anybody in the state of Florida is helping you. And I do apologize for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I mean, there's attorneys who could help me from anywhere in the United States, because it's all done by Zoom now. But regardless of that, my father, he retired from the Broward Sheriff's Office after 30 years of service, and I had to have him file a petition for adjudication of legal incapacitation to go to court on my behalf because of this case, by way of the equitable tolling remedy. Equitable tolling, when someone uses the remedy of equitable tolling, it removes the statutes of limitations on the case that they filed. So there's no statute of limitations. They can't say, "Oh, Omar, you took too long to sue and the statute of limitations passed." They can't say that because we qualify for equitable tolling. And that's what they tried to do. They tried to They tried to say, "Oh, Omar, the statute of limitations expired. You can't sue them anymore." And they tried to use that as a technicality to get away with injuring me. And they said that while everybody was on lockdown after the coronavirus pandemic was announced. They said, "Oh, Omar, you took too long to sue." I said, "What do you mean I took too long to sue? You shut down the courthouse. They shut down the courthouse. They shut down the government. They said it was a coronavirus pandemic. And they had everybody on lockdown. And then they said there was another variant of the coronavirus. And they put everybody on lockdown again. And nobody couldn't go anywhere. And everything was shut down. The courthouses, the government, everything. They kept opening it and then locking it down again. Opening it and locking it down again. And then they said, "Oh, Omar, you took too long. The statute of limitations expired." They purposely did those things so they can get away with injuring me. And they did that during the Trump administration and the Biden administration. And now Trump is president again.
Hold on. Did you contact the Civil Rights Division?
Yes. At the Department of Justice, I've contacted every single government municipality. And
well, I'm Googling to see who else you could contact because it's not right.
Yeah, and they're trying to lead people to believe that what they did is justified, and it's impossible that they could justify it. That's why they're purposely, deceitfully, and maliciously harassing me and maliciously obstructing justice because they can't justify a beating. Do they
have a body cam? Do they have body cam footage?
They deleted it. They said that they, at the time in the city of Miami, they didn't have body cams, and they said they didn't have police vehicle cameras either. And that's a lie. They deleted the video footage.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, they deleted the video footage from the vehicles, from 2 different police vehicles. And then after I complained that they were lying about that, they issued body cameras to all the city of Miami police officers. But they had police camera vehicles. I mean, they had cameras in the police vehicles, a front camera and a rear camera. And they deleted it on purpose.
So that Noel Rodriguez, so he's going to be in touch with you to help you find the correct places for your dental needs.
Yeah, he called me twice already. Today was the second time. So
yeah, you can talk to him. He has nothing to do with the police. We don't have anything to do with the police. We're dental insurance. We can't report anything to them. Even if they contact us, we cannot give them any information without written consent by you. Just so you know that.
Yeah, well, regardless of that, it's the same government municipality. I've got government health insurance, and I was injured by government employees. So every time, during, before, and after, I'm scheduling doctor's appointments or specialists to go to, or even the emergency room, they're aware of it. And they're aware that they're being billed because it's the same government municipality. It's government health insurance, and I was injured by government employees. They're aware of it during, before, and after.
They don't have access. They don't have access to your medical information or your dental information because the HIPAA laws are going to protect you from that.
No, the HIPAA law.
Look for that.
The HIPAA law would protect me from somebody outside of the providers.
They're outside.
No, they're not.
Yep, they're outside.
No, they're
not inside.
They're all government. It's all a government municipality. It's all funded by the federal government. All the money's coming from the same place.
Right, but they don't have they cannot gain any access to your information. Even if a lawyer on their behalf contacted us, we still have to have written consent from you to provide any of your information.
No, it's all concurrent jurisdiction because it's a government municipality. They're all employed by the government.
They would have to know somebody on the inside to look it up, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that's clearly what's been happening because the only way that they've been able to maliciously harass me the way that they've been maliciously harassing me is from experience. And they've done this before to numerous people, and they know how to get away with it. They know what to do, when to do it, and all those contributing factors. They've.
Do you think it's because your father's position with the police department?
Well, he retired from the Broward Sheriff's Office after 30 years of service. So I'm certain, it has something to do with it. But I'm also certain that they're purposely trying to cover it up so they don't get in trouble. Because
is there a lawsuit that your dad could start involving you with the basis that your civil rights have been violated because of his position in the police department?
Well, it's obvious.
Take it from another angle.
It's obvious. So it's all in my complaint. It's all. Right. All of that information is in my complaint. Everything I stated to you is all in detail in my complaint. Literally everything I just said to you. But he's had to file a petition for adjudication of legal incapacitation on my behalf. And I had to appoint him as my guardian.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, he is taking it from his role. Okay, that's good, though. But it's not going anywhere?
So my father, he just had leg surgery. And his leg has been in a cast for approximately 6 months. Now they took the cast off his leg, and now his leg is in a boot type of thing, and he's still having difficulties walking. He's having to get around the house on this push scooter type of thing where he has to rest his knee and his injured leg that's in a boot on the cushion of the seat of the scooter and push himself with his other good leg. And it's difficult for him to travel to and from the courthouse right now. And literally, when he went to the federal courthouse in Broward, just to file the documentation, it was difficult for him. And he did that literally right before his surgery was scheduled for his leg. And he had to walk literally a half a mile from the parking garage to the front entrance of the federal courthouse. And it was very difficult for him. And he ended up getting sick while he was doing that. And that happened right before his surgery was scheduled. But then after he went to try to file the documentation, he walked all the way over there. They told him, what he had to do and all that stuff. And then there was a long line. So he couldn't wait in the line. And he ended up leaving and then walking all the way back to the parking garage. And he ended up getting sick also. And then shortly after, he had a surgery on his leg. And since then, he's been trying to recover from his leg injuries. And I just got off the phone with him literally yesterday, and he said, as soon as I recover from my leg injury and I'm able to walk a half a mile, I'm going right back to the courthouse to file the documentation. And he said, don't worry, and this and that, but it's it's really bothering me that I'm having to, that they're forcing me to get my father involved.
Right.
Because they tried to lie in the beginning so they wouldn't get in trouble. They're ruining the quality of me and my family's life because they lied and didn't want to get in trouble for injuring me.
Right, because now they can only go off the police report because the video is deleted or whatever their story is. So now they're going off of the report that the police officers wrote, which I'm sure did not describe anything like that.
They falsified the police report. The officer, Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, he falsified the police report, and he wrote that he transported me to Jackson Memorial Hospital because I was walking into traffic. That's 100% a lie.
That doesn't make sense. Right.
And then, on top of that, there was a court hearing at Jackson Memorial Hospital the 10th day that I was there. They kept me there for 10 days. And then when they brought me to Jackson Memorial Hospital in handcuffs, and Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, walked me in, took the handcuffs off of me, and then immediately turned around and left. I used the phone on the wall at Jackson Memorial Hospital, and I called 911. And it was like a locked area of the hospital where I couldn't get out. And there was a phone there on the wall. And I picked up the phone, I called 911, and I told them what Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, did to me. And then they said, what is your location? I said, I'm at Jackson Memorial Hospital. They said, okay, we're sending a rescue unit to you immediately. Get on their gurney and go with them. They're going to take you to the emergency side of the hospital. They entered. I approached them to sit on the gurney, and then all these people started running out of like different doors and yelling at them and told them to get out. And then they forced me into this little room, and they injected me with something in my rear end that made me fall asleep unconscious. I mean, it made me go unconscious.
Oh, jeez.
And then when I woke up, I used the phone again, and I called 911 again, and I told them what they did. And then they said, okay, this time we're sending the internal affairs to the hospital. And then when I did that, they brought me upstairs to a different floor of the hospital. And then the internal affairs arrived, and they took pictures of the visible fresh wounds on my body caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, large gashes on my ribs, large cuts and bruises on my knees. And they took pictures of all that. And then they told him to do x-rays and CT scans and MRIs of my neck and my back and my body. They did that. And then the 10th day that I was there, we had a court hearing with the Honorable Judge Alvin Balint Jr. in probate court at the hospital. A prosecutor named Prosecutor Lourdes, and then they assigned 2 public defenders to represent me. Public Defender Julianne DeMaria and Public Defender Hugh Keoth. And then there was like 10 people wearing like long white doctor's coats that were standing up around us. And we were sitting down at a round table with a microphone in the middle. And they were recording the audio. And then the judge would sit on the far end of the table. And the public defender told me not to say anything. And so I stayed there quiet for 2 hours, and she sat there arguing the case for me, and we won. And the judge told them to immediately release me from that hospital jail setting because I didn't do anything wrong. And then he also stated that he said it was an uncontested fact at this hearing that I was beaten up by the police, and the doctors even saw signs of bruising. And he signed off on a document stating that, and they released me from that hospital jail setting. When they released me from that hospital jail setting, I reached out to the Internal Affairs to get the narrative reference photographs from that the Internal Affairs detective took from on my body, and they wouldn't give me the photographs. And
Wow.
the detective that they assigned to the case to take the photographs on my body, they identified him as Eric Rodriguez. Same last name as Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, who attempted to murder me. And now the case manager that they assigned, his name is Noel Rodriguez.
Wait, what'd you say?
The Internal Affairs detective from the city of Miami Police Department that they assigned to the case to take pictures of the injuries on my body that Officer Ronnie Rodriguez caused, identified himself as Internal Affairs Detective Eric Rodriguez, ERIC, same last name Rodriguez. So the Internal Affairs Detective that they assigned to the case, his name is Eric Rodriguez. The officer who attempted to murder me, his name is Ronnie Rodriguez. And now the case manager that they assigned to my complaints through DentaQuest, his name is, he identified himself as Noel Rodriguez.
Yeah, I would contact him so he can help you find the periodontist.
All right. The time now is 1 hour. The time now is 1:42 p.m. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2025. The duration of this audio transcript is 1 hour and 53 minutes. 1 hour and 58 seconds. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Noel. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Were you able to find a dentist here in Tallahassee for me? Or a periodontist?
Yeah, I was able to identify a participating provider accepting adult patients with NQS and with convenient availability.
In Tallahassee?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's the name of the doctor?
The name of the office is North
Florida Medical Center?
Medical Jesse Furlow.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Yeah, they want me to go into the office first to fill out a patient registration form and then come back a different day to schedule the appointment. When I called them to schedule the appointment initially and then, fill out whatever necessary paperwork they need me to fill out once I go there the same day of my appointment, they said they don't do it like that. They said I need to go there in person first, fill out a patient registration form, and then they'll schedule me an appointment for a different day. I didn't really feel comfortable with that because traditionally when I have insurance that they accept, they'll schedule the appointment right then and there when I call them, and then if they need me to fill something out, I'll do that the same day of the appointment when I go there. So I thought that was kind of weird, but I'm familiar with them.
Okay. Well, that is definitely a viable option that you can consider at this point. I tried researching other options, but unfortunately, they were located farther away than the dental office that you have an appointment scheduled with on Wednesday. Answer.
They have they have a periodontist at the North Florida Medical Center?
They have general dentists at this location that do periodontal work. Deep cleanings, periodontal maintenance.
And it's covered by my insurance?
Yeah, those are covered services by your dental plan at 100%. No co-payments or deductibles.
And were you able to schedule an appointment for me?
I couldn't. As you indicated before, you need to fill out first a patient registration form in order to set up a dental appointment.
They told you the same thing?
They told me the same thing, yes. Now, they did advise that, for instance, if you go in today and you complete your registration form, you can be seen as soon as this week. Oh, one other thing. This dental office, as you may know, is about 20 miles away from your current address. That's a 15-minute drive, which is pretty reasonable considering that you have medical conditions and you cannot drive long distances.
Right. Yeah, I didn't want to schedule transportation and then go all the way there just to fill out a piece of paper that I already filled out online. They have the same registration form online that you could fill out and then send it back to them, and I did that, but they said they didn't receive it. So I was like, that's weird,
Okay. Mr. Omar, to be honest with you, I know it kind of sounds like a bit of an inconvenience, but as you may know, each office has different policies. Now, this is a viable option, as I mentioned.
Yeah,
before.
We've established that, but what I'm trying to say is I'm trying not to make too many trips unnecessarily for no reason. I told them that I'm injured, and I asked them if I could fill out whatever paperwork they need me to fill out when I go there for the same day as my appointment. They said, no, I need to fill out the paperwork before I go to my appointment, or before they schedule an appointment, rather. I said, okay. And they said, well, we have the same registration form online on our website. You can fill it out and then send it back to us. said, okay, great. I filled it out, emailed it to them, and then when I called them to schedule my appointment, they said they didn't receive it. So it's like, it's weird, man. It's like they just...
Okay, do me a favor. Would you be able to send me by email that registration form that you filled out?
Absolutely. Hold on one second.
Just let me know when you're ready to write down my email address.
All right.
Are you ready?
Almost. I'm trying to pull up the document that I filled out. Hold on one second.
Oh, take your time. No rush.
Florida Medical Center. Here it is. February 2nd, 2023. Wow. North Florida Medical Centers. Okay. I'm just gonna forward you the same email thread that I was sending to them, and I'm gonna attach. I put the screenshots of the patient registration form that I filled out in a PDF file titled Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad's dental patient registration form for North Florida Medical Center in Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay, so you're sending me a copy of that form filled out, correct?
Yes, and the PDF. I mean the thread of the email.
Okay.
That I was when I was
Okay.
telling them I need help. What's your email address?
My first name, Noel. Dot. My last name, Rodriguez.
Noel.Rodriguez.
Yes, at greatdentalplans.com.
What is it called?
At Great, GREAT, Great Dental Plans with an S, plans.com.
And that's with DentaQuest?
Yes.
Why is it called Great Dental Plans?
I don't know, to be honest with you. That's the way it was set up. What I'm planning to do, I'm going to forward that documentation to the office, and I'm going to try to follow up with them and see if I can talk to maybe the office manager to ensure that they are receiving the form. Possibly this person can help me with coordinating your appointment once they confirm receiving it. So you don't have to physically travel to the office to fill out the form.
Okay, hold on one second. Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor.
There's a doctor named Dr. Noel Rodriguez. He's a dentist and a prosthodontist.
A prosthodontist? What a coincidence. But no, definitely not me.
What is a prosthodontist?
It's a specialist that does dentures.
Oh. It says Dr. Rodriguez, Dr. Noel Rodriguez is a dentist in Jacksonville, Florida.
Look at that.
All right, Noel, are you able to send me an email so I can reply to it?
Sure, I could do that. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, just send me an email saying, please email me the something along the lines of please email me the the patient registration form that you filled out with for North Florida Medical Center dental office, and I'll reply right to it right away.
Just give me 1 second. Okay, what is your email address?
Due diligence corporate at gmail.com. DUE diligence, regular spelling, DILIGENCE, corporate, regular spelling, CORPORATE at gmail.com.
Okay, I have due diligence corp at gmail.com.
Corporate, regular spelling, CORPORATE. So it's due, DUE, diligence, regular spelling, corporate, regular spelling, at gmail.com.
Okay, got it. I will be sending you an email shortly requesting that form. Please ensure to reply to it with all the necessary documentation, the actual form, the email thread that you mentioned before, and then I'll follow up with the office and make sure that they receive it and help in coordinating your dental appointment.
Are you able to just send me that email real quick right now while we're on the phone so I could reply to it?
Yeah, of course. 1 second. Okay. I should send you an email.
Okay, let me check it 1 second. Does it say that it was sent?
Yeah. It does show that it was sent.
It's not showing up in my inbox. Could you verify the spelling of my email address?
DUE diligence DILIGENCE corporate.
Got it.
COR.
I got it. I just got it.
You got it? Okay. Okay. I'll be looking forward then to your reply so that I can go ahead and forward that information to them.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me just send it right now. Let me just make sure you received it.
Okay. I got to drop off. Mr. Omar, I have a few other calls to complete. I'll be looking forward to that email. I'll reply to your email confirming that I've received it, okay? And I'll give you a call as soon as I receive a response from the office.
All right, and then one more question. So the what was I gonna say? When you called them, right? Did they said that I'll be able to schedule an appointment right away, or what did they say about the availability of the appointment?
They indicated that if you're able to fill out the form and submit it today, they might be able to accommodate you at some point this week.
Okay, and then they said for sure 100% they accept my insurance and everything, right?
Yes, they did. Correct.
And then when you spoke to them, you specified that you're my case manager for my dental insurance?
No, I did not.
So they didn't.
I didn't disclose. Didn't disclose your.
You just asked them like general information about the.
That is.
All right, and then what was I gonna say? Well, all right. Well, I just sent the email. Did you receive it?
No, I still haven't received it. I'll reply to your email, letting you know that I've received it, okay?
All right, and then one more question, Noel. What was I going to say? So, you're the case manager for my dental insurance from now on, right? They're not going to assign a different case manager or anything?
For the time being, no. I am the person responsible for assisting you with your request.
Okay, and then did they say like how long that I could utilize your assistance?
Did they say who is they?
I don't know, the people at DentaQuest.
Okay. Once I provide a resolution to your case, you can continue receiving dental services at whatever dental office you go to. If you need further assistance in the future, you can contact our customer service department, and most likely a new representative will be assigned to your case.
Oh, okay. So whenever I file a grievance, they assign a different case manager, pretty much.
Correct.
Okay, I understand that. What's this the grievance and case number for this particular case? So I can write it down.
Okay, give me just 1 second. Your case number is 216-0845.
216-4845.
216-0845. Yes.
216-0845. And is there a grievance number?
No, that is your case number.
Case number. And does it say the reason why I filed the grievance?
Your request came in indicating that you needed help identifying a participating provider with whom you could have periodontal maintenance. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just writing this down. Difficulty finding a provider. And what was the date of the grievance, does it say?
August 15th.
August 15th of 2025, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the best number to get in contact with you on?
Mr. Omar, in our previous phone call, I provided you with my contact information.
Is it the same number you called me from today, the 305-894-8384?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm just trying to write all this down as quickly as possible. 305-894-8384. All right, I think I wrote down all the information. I wrote August 15, 2025, dental case number, Dental Quest dental case number 216-0845. Dental case manager, Noel Rodriguez, phone number 305-894-8384. And then the reason was because I was having difficulties finding a provider that has a periodontist offering period maintenance.
Okay, excellent. And I wanted to let you know that
in Tallahassee, in Tallahassee, Florida. Hold on. You say you received the email?
Yeah.
All right. Do you see the thread of the conversation that I had with them? Is that visible?
Yes, it is.
All right. Yeah. 'Cause I told them all the information and that I need help, and then it says subject was a dental emergency, bleeding gums, and then I put Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fouez, North Florida Medical Center, patient registration form, please see attached. I called the number, and I called.
Okay, Mr. I'll try connecting with the office to make sure that they've received the form and inquire about the possibility of setting up your dental appointment without you having to be physically present at the office. And I'll keep you posted, okay?
Yeah,
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, Noel, I wrote on there when I was talking to them on the email. I called the 850-875-9502 number and the 850-875-9500 number, and the numbers don't ring. There is a busy signal. And I wrote, please tell me, what do I do now? And then they said, if you have a medical or dental emergency, please dial 911. If you would like to be seen at one of our offices, please call for an appointment. Here's a link showing our locations. And then they told me to fill out the patient registration form. I filled it out. I sent it to them. And then I wrote, what is the next step so I could go?
Mr. Omar, I can see the email thread that you sent me. I can see the actual conversation. You don't have to describe it. I understand.
Yeah, because when I sent it to them, that I said, what is the next step? So I go to the doctor. It's an emergency. My gums are bleeding. And then they didn't respond back.
Okay. I'll keep you posted. I'll try to coordinate your dental appointment. And I'll give you a call back with the information, okay?
All right. Is there anything I could do for you?
No. That'll be all. Thank you so much for your time this morning and for the assistance you have provided me, this documentation. It is going to be helpful for coordinating your dental appointment. I'll keep you posted about any progress, okay?
All right.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Bye.
Same to you, bro. Time now is 11:52 a.m. The duration of this audio transcript is 33 minutes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.